Justin with AdSquad. I'm here to give you a simple 2-minute overview of AdSquad. Some of the services we provide and really where our specialty is as a growth agency. Now, I know you hear the word agency and everyone's got a million different concepts, and so this video is really going to walk through what we have found to be the best use of our skill sets and how we help brands succeed. So with that, I'm going to do a really quick overview of our story. So we were founded in 2018. Before that, we were with a parent company. We broke off to really focus on where we specialized, which is e-commerce brands in the digital front. Now, we are known for performance marketing, which is Facebook, TikTok, social, search, Pinterest, anything that has to do with paid outreach to bring in direct sales for e-commerce. It crosses over B2B, B2C, wholesale, but anything that's really outbound for performance marketing is where we're known. However, our specialties and services go a little bit beyond that. So I'm going to scroll down just a little bit. And this is what most people have questions on. Like, what do you specifically do? So at the very top, it's always strategy. We have found the biggest reason why people don't stay with an agency is they don't feel there's any strategy. There's just someone throwing a service, charging them for something they don't know they need without any cohesive strategy. This is the forefront and the most important part of what we do for every single brand. So on your side, it would look like us saying, hey, here's what we're seeing in the space for our brand. Here's what the CPMs are going to be next few months. Here's what we need to do in a strategy. We need to reduce the promos now, capitalize while everyone else is going left. We're going to go right? That's the strategy that we bring to every account. Next is two things. This is creative direction and ad optimization, and they go hand in hand. What we also get the privilege of seeing is tons and tons and tons of ad creatives from other brands. We also have select ad partners that work with an additional 300 plus brands. We get to see the best performing creative not only from our own select clients, but also from a greater mass of clients and how they're converting. That also tells us what we need you to produce. Some brands have their own content creators, they have their own influencers, they have their own brand creators. We help and direct what is converting in a paid performance. We're not writing Super Bowl ads, but what happens within paid performance at large online. That's what we help direct. Right next to that is ad optimizations. We typically receive a lot of creatives from brand collaborators, brand editors, brand video, brand graphic designers that have to do with the brand at large. We will take what is performing and optimize it to perform better. We'll take what's not performing and optimize it to perform, but the goal is always this iterative process between direction of what we need and optimization on our side. We handle that. And of course, if you have your own team, we'll work with your team and help them more on the creative direction side and feedback on how to optimize their ads better. And the next really ties into the core of what it is we do, which is analytics, landers, and CRO. We, as performance marketers, are subject to your conversion rates, right? We don't like to not just throw ads and it converts or not, it doesn't matter. No, we want to see conversion. We want to see things convert better, because if we go from a 2% conversion on site to a 4%, well, guess what? It's magical. Our ROAS doubles. All of our metrics just drastically increase. So that bottom number at the point of revenue where we capture is really important to us. And so we step into both analytics, landers, which we offer, and then specific on-page conversion rate optimizations. Like, what do we know that converts across brand based on the consumer? And then, of course, at the core, which I'd already mentioned, is what we're known for is performance marketing. That's just paid multi-channel outreach. Why multi-channel? Because if you're single channel, you're typically leaving money on the table. And if you have a separate search agency, separate from a social agency, separate from a third-party agency, they're not communicating. We bring all that together, and that's where expertise is in bringing all of those paid channels together to pull levers in the right direction. Then, of course, I'll go through, there's a few case studies down here of how we've shown growth in quarters, growth at large, and then growth in new quarters and how we've helped create new expansion. Down here, and this is what I alluded to in the beginning, is our approach. Our approach starts with strategy. If there is not a cohesive strategy, if there's not something that really brings all of what I just described in that pyramid together, we're not going to have the most success. So for us, we have found the only requirement we have is a collaboration on strategy of our clients. We may not agree on all the strategies, and that's fine. We'll A/B test, ABC test for days, but data will determine where we go based on the strategy. All right, and then the rest of this really just highlights what it is that we find we do better than others, which is channel busting. We don't just stay within the channel and don't look outside of what's happening in the business at large. We don't just look at the promos and offers that are given to us and go, I wonder what the profit per order on this is, or I wonder what the COGS breakdown. I wonder if we bundle this. We go outside of channel and we call it channel busting. It allows us to go to where the business has needs, not just stay in our lane without reaching out and collaborating. And then, of course, this is a little bit more of a holistic approach. We like to work in holistic and strategic understanding of the brand, from the brand, the personas, what's happening in creative direction, all the way down through the data cycle. So we continue to optimize and improve. And the rest of this, I'll just summarize briefly, is how and where and what we do to get to that place. But with that, thank you for your time. I hope it's a little longer than 2 minutes, but hopefully it's helped shed some light on AdSquad, what makes us different, and how and where we focus for your success. All right.